Well, what's going on in Baltimore City, Maryland? Tell me something, folks. Well, I just got a phone call earlier today. I gotta go by Emerson Village because some people up there were shot, and then houses and stuff and cars and stuff was set on fire. Seems like I can't get a break going. What's happening? Seems like something always going on. Seems like I'm in the jungle sometimes. It keeps me wondering how I'm keep from going under. Let me say this again. It's like a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder how I'm keep from going under. Don't push me because I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. Well, folks, I'm working and working and working, but when I go to some parts of the city or the county, doesn't matter. I don't know if I'm gonna come back home or not. It's like this. Yesterday I was riding through the streets of Baltimore on North Avenue and Bright Street. Yellow tape. Man died right in the street. That's the first time I saw somebody they were trying to bring somebody back alive. And then when they put them in the ambulance don't move. I found out that when the ambulance don't move, it's dead on arrival. Then I found out this morning that sometime late last night, Emerson Village, they heard gunfire, shots. Then houses and cars set on fire. Some people say 6 houses were set on fire. Some people saying 5 houses. So I haven't rolled up to Emerson Village yet. Every time when I get ready to do this and do that, and I find out this and that. Then I found out at the Comfort Inn what really happened when a man got shot and killed. One person said the person was geeking. The person came and tried to calm him down, then he shot and killed the person. And it's just so much going on. It's like it's a war. It's a war zone. It's like when we come in the streets, and this can be anywhere. It don't have to be Baltimore. It don't have to be Baltimore City, Baltimore County. It can be Louisiana. It can be Texas. It can be South Carolina. It can be Atlanta, Georgia, New York, Boston, Massachusetts. It can be Nevada, California, Chicago. It can be anywhere in the United States. When you leave out your door, we don't know if we're going to make it back in or not. I mean, we can get a flat tire. We can ride in the neighborhood. Like this phone just dropped. The phone, anything possible can happen. Let's give a shout out to Leon Wallace. Let's give a shout out to James Jones, Darius Hall, Yolanda. I was getting ready to say Yolanda Adams. I saw Yolanda Adams' picture through my phone. Me and her was together at one time. I went to the store for her and got her some southern food from Double T Diner about maybe 5-8 years ago. Now the President of the United States talking about Elijah Cummings, talking about Baltimore. How can you throw stones out of a glass house. You know, folks, if your backyard not clean, how can you clean my backyard? You know what I mean? I was listening to the radio station early today, and someone said that Donald Trump, was living in New York, and there's more rats in New York than Baltimore. I mean, it's just creatures. I don't know. I'm just saying what somebody else said, so Donald Trump can't talk about Baltimore. You know? And then they said about Donald Trump, his brother-in-law own homes, managing buildings and homes in Baltimore at the projects, at housing, at Dutch Village, McLean Boulevard, in what's that, McLean Boulevard, Northern Parkway, Perrin Parkway area, and they supposed to be going up for lawsuits how the maintenance and all that is like so disgusting. And it's, and Donald Trump's brother-in-law owns it. So if his brother-in-law owns these deplorable buildings, why are you talking about Baltimore? I mean, if his brother-in-law owns it, Dutch Village, and they're in the courts now fighting for deplorable maintenance. So how you gonna? And then, don't talk about Baltimore. Give us a solution. You see something needs to be done. Hey, say how can you help fix the problem? But I'm just trying to figure out a solution about the people who getting killed in Baltimore. The people who fighting and don't want to live and picking up guns. Let's try to solve the problem. It's a war we living in. It's a war. It's a war. When we leave out these houses, I'm thinking about coming back home to my daughter. She's 9 years old. But when I come out in the valley and come out in this war, I don't know if I'm gonna make it back in. We gotta fight to survive. We gotta fight to work, to do an honest living. It's a struggle to do an honest living. We don't know when we're gonna get crossed. I say we because I'm talking to us as a whole. I'm not saying me. I'm not selfish. It's us. How many people gonna die in order for us to come back home? It's a war. When the war is over, we gotta see how many people gonna be here for the war when it's over with. The streets of Baltimore City, Baltimore County, California, Florida, Mexico, Louisiana, it don't matter about Baltimore. It's all over the globe. Everybody is going through what Baltimore going through. Everybody going through the same thing. Just turn on television, look at the news. It's a killing here in Chicago. It's a killing in Los Angeles. It's a killing down in Louisiana. It's a killing in South Carolina, Texas, Florida, Chicago. It don't matter where we live at. It's national. It's a globe. We all getting killed. So we gotta figure out how can we stop the killing. It's rats, mouses, flies, roaches everywhere. Y'all ain't the only one don't have roaches and rats and mices and foxes and elephants and tigers and bears. We all got all that. The creatures from the Black Lagoon. We seen it all. Baltimore ain't the only place that got rats and roaches and mice and all that, and ticks and fleas. We all got it. So when the president come for you, just like the president fired the director of the FBI. So if you get on somebody's case, they're gonna get on your case. But I'm not going to tell the Congressman Elijah Cummings to let up off him. He got to do his job. He got to protect American citizens. And that's what he's doing. He was talking about how the kids locked up in the holding cell and all this. And sleeping on their feces and urine and all that. He said it's explicable. It's a mess. It's not right. You know, things that the congressman is saying is touching the nerve. You know, talking about where the money and all this. Baltimore is getting fixed up. It's getting fixed up slowly for surely. But yes, it's getting fixed up. People come all over the world to come here, to come to the Inner Harbor, to come to Baltimore. You got to be more careful, but they still come. They come here for a resort. They come here for John Hopkins Hospital is one of the best hospitals in the country. We got shock trauma, University of Maryland. We have the dentist school. We have shock trauma. We have John Hopkins. People come all over the world to come to here to shock trauma or come to John Hopkins. And ask me how I know. Because I'm a cab driver and I go to airports and train stations and I ask questions. You know, why you come here? All the way from another country to come here to come to John Hopkins Hospital. So people are still gonna come to Baltimore regardless if we got rats and roaches. But we getting it together just one day at a time. So, you know, we're not going to let no one to criticize Baltimore and talk about Baltimore. You know, we ain't going to talk about L-Town. You know, everybody got rats and roaches. You know, we got this. We got this. You follow me? We got this. Send the money. Help us out. Don't tear us down. I come to parts in the areas where Baltimore is at. I come to nice relaxation and everything. You know, we got to work on the youth and how they can stop the killing each other. Because if everybody die, who's going to live? I mean, when the war's over with, talk to me. So, I'm going to take my stroll, I'm going to take my exercise, I'm going to get my mind together, and I'm going to walk around the lake, and I'm going to try to make a suggestion. I need a suggestion, I need a formula, I need a solution. I'm Larry Wallace, reporting your news live. Oh, you want to know where I'm at? Well, let me tell y'all where I'm at, since everybody want to know where I'm at. Right now, this probably consider maybe the city, Baltimore City, and maybe consider as Green Springs Station. Everybody know where Green Springs Station at. Pavilion 1, 2, 3, you know, Falls Road, Joppa, all that good stuff. Right here off in between 83 and 695. It's right here live. This is a part of John Hopkins. Look at this. Now, I wasn't even going to walk around and let people know where I was at, but I just dropped somebody off up this way. But look what that say. Just look what that say. John Hopkins at Green Springs Station. It's John Hopkins here. It's John Hopkins there. John Hopkins there's a lot of section of John Hopkins. You know, they got John Hopkins University, John Hopkins Hospital, John Hopkins at Green Springs Station. So Baltimore, we do have some good things here. We got some bad things. We got good things, good people, bad people. everywhere. So let's not talk about Baltimore. You know, we got this. The president. If we don't stand for something, we fall for everything. I stand up for the homeless people. I stand up for the sick people. I stand up for the rich people. I stand up for the poor people. I stand up for you. And trust and believe, who's standing up for me? God. So what I'm about to say, folks, don't get it twisted. Please don't get it twisted. Don't talk about Baltimore. If you don't want to talk about your backyard, don't talk about our backyard. I'm Larry Wiles reporting news live in Baltimore.